What is ecosystem? The simplest definition of an ecosystem is that it is a community or group of living organisms that live in and interact with each other in a specific environment. An ecosystem is a basic unit of the field of the scientific study of nature. According to this discipline, an ecosystem is a physically defined environment made up of two inseparable components, the biotic and abiotic. The abiotic, a particular physical environment with specific physical characteristics such as climate, temperature, humidity, concentration of nutrients or pH. The abiotic, a set of living organisms such as animals, plants, or microorganisms that are in constant interaction. What is a marine ecosystem? Together with the freshwater systems, marine ecosystems are also part of the broader category of aquatic ecosystem. Marine ecosystems cover more than 70% of Earth's surface and have a high salt content. Some examples of marine ecosystems are offshore systems, like the ocean surface, the deep sea, pelagic ocean surface, or the seafloor. But there are also nearshore systems, like coral reefs, mangroves, or seagrass meadows. How do natural ecosystems work? Natural ecosystems are balanced systems. This means the interactions between the different organisms that make up the ecosystem contribute a certain stability. For example, in grassland ecosystems, herbivores consume grass but also feed the soil with their croppings, which allows the grass to grow and allows sound soil balance. Biomes. A biome is a large area of land that is classified based on the climate, plants and animals that make their homes there. Biomes contain many ecosystems within the same area. Land-based biomes are called terrestrial biomes. Water-based biomes are called aquatic biomes. Types of biomes. We're going to look at 6 major types: freshwater, marine, desert, forest, grassland, and tundra. Desert biome. This biome is the driest. It only receives 50 cm of rainfall a year, about 10% of the rainfall in the rainforest. Its plants and animals have to survive in an environment with little water and dramatic temperature changes from day to night. Some animals and plants may find it difficult to adapt, but reptiles and cacti thrive in this condition. This biome includes hot and dry, semi-arid, coastal, and cold deserts. Then the forest biomes. This biome cover about 1/3 of the Earth's land surface. They are dominated by trees and contain many different plants and animals. Forests take in the carbon that we exhale and give off the oxygen we breathe in, making them very important to our survival. This biome includes tropical, deciduous, and taiga forest. Then the freshwater biome. Freshwater is a water that has a salt level of less than 1%. Most species living in fresh water cannot live in salt water, although there are some exceptions. This biome also plays an important role for life on Earth. It provides drinking water for humans and other animals. It is also vital for plant growth. This biome includes ponds, lakes, streams, rivers, and wetlands. Then the grasslands biomes. It may not surprise you to hear that grasslands are filled with grasses. However, the length of the grass and the number of the trees within these biomes vary depending on the amount of rainfall. Since rainfall in the grasslands is lower than rainforest but higher than desert, trees exist, but they are limited to growing near streams and other water sources. This biome includes savanna and temperate grassland. Marine biome. This biome covers more of the Earth's surface than any other, about 70%. Some areas are so deep that they can contain entire mountains and even volcanoes. Like many of the other biomes on the planet, they play an important role. These biomes provide most of the rainwater that comes down from the sky, and it is home to some of the planet's most diverse species. This biome includes oceans, coral reefs, and estuaries. Then the last is the tundra biome. This is the coldest of all biomes and species. Diversity is limited as a result. In fact, its name comes from the Finnish word tontori, meaning treeless plain. It receives even less rainforest than most deserts, although it remains wet because the cold temperatures delay water from being evaporated. Plants such as mosses and lynches adapt to these frigid conditions by having a shorter growing season. This biome includes Arctic and Alpine tundra. What is a species? Remember, a species is a group of organisms that can breed and produce viable and fertile offspring. Two animals are not the same species if they cannot mate and produce a living, fertile baby. Origin of species. Special creation. Each of the different kinds of organisms we create in their present form. Inheritance of acquired characteristics. The modifications an organism acquires during its lifetime can be passed along to its offspring. Species diversity of a community is the variety of organisms that make up the community. It has two components, species richness and relative abundance. Species richness is the total number of different species in the community. Relative abundance is the proportion each species represents of the total individuals in the community.